I've had various symptoms for goodness, at least 2 decades. I'm 25 years old now. Anxiety was a running symptom throughout my life. Just general thoughts of worry. Um, I never really noticed that my vision was off. I was always told that like my vision was 20/20. Around the age of 13 or 14, I began to develop tension headaches that literally never went away. It was like I woke up and went to sleep with this headache that wrapped around the side of my head. Um, and eventually I did see an optometrist that was like, oh, it's probably vision related. But again, they just did distance work with the vision, and I'd say maybe the symptoms got 10% better. I ended up seeing a neurologist as well, who was giving me like nerve block injections in the back of my head, and we tried headache medications, and I got head MRIs. I also started to develop, when I got my license, I noticed that I would get panic attacks on the highway. No, it wasn't the only place I got the panic attack, but it was the main place. And it led to this development of this fear to drive on the highway. I would actually start to take side roads. I would pick the option in Google Maps that would say avoid highways. This could actually increase my duration like up to double the amount of time. So it was by no means convenient for me to do this. So finally, recently the panic attacks got worse. The headaches were just out of control. I was taking Advil every day. And I just got to the point where I was like, I need to try something different. So I went and saw Dr. Debbie, and we gave these glasses a try. When I put the new glasses on, I noticed a few things. My shoulders immediately dropped. So I walk around clenching my teeth and like hunching my shoulders. Dr. Debbie also had me like looking at words when I put the glasses on. I noticed that the words stopped bouncing around, but it was weird because I didn't notice the words bouncing around before. And this is a common theme with these glasses, is it's not like I came in knowing everything that I was dealing with. It's like the glasses create a new reality, and then when you take them off, you understand what you had been dealing with. I also noticed, like, auditorily, so with my hearing, when I put on the glasses, things seem to calm down with my hearing as well. I've always been told that, like, I've been cutting people off when I walk. I kind of curve, my feet jut out. I always thought that was only a structural issue, but Dr. Debbie and the other observer noticed that when I put the glasses on, that my walk was more of a straight line, and I seemed to be more confident in the way that I was holding myself. Now that I have the glasses, I can drive on the highway confidently. I can also read more confidently. It wasn't, again, that I was having vision issues with seeing. It was like my eyes would just get really tired, and it was like I would just like get distracted and want to move on to something else. I think it was because I was just trying too hard. Like muscularly, there was just too much strain, and my eyes were working so hard to work together that reading just became like a chore. And I've read more books this year than I've read in the past decade. When I take my glasses off, I want to put them back on. So I think it's more just like I can just live better because I don't feel like I'm in the Matrix. So like when I wake up, I notice immediately that I don't have them on. So what, other than reading and driving, it's really just like living and communicating. Just my confidence level in general is up because there's less strain going on in such an important functional part of my body. Everything works better, right? My emotional systems work better. My cognitive functioning works better because my eyes are working together. We still work on the screening that we did to find out if this was going to be effective with me. Was we tested out distance, so what kind of vision strength changes I need, in conjunction with prism lenses that help to realign my eyes. So when you're just working on the vision and the strength part of it, you're not addressing the fact that your eyes might not actually be working together. You're just making things stronger or less strong. But what about, so Dr. Debbie actually looks, and we actually even got it wrong the first time. They're vertical prisms, they're horizontal prisms, and it's a very meticulous science, and she works tirelessly to get it right. And so the first time we actually got it wrong, and we thought that it was a certain kind of prism that I needed, and it turned out my eyes rebelled and we needed the other one. And the cool thing about this treatment is you get to work to find the exact prism and the exact vision strength that work for your eyes, and then that can be tinkered with as your eyes start to relax. Yeah, I would certainly recommend folks getting screened for this. Um, I'd start off by recommending it to my family because I understand that they have a lot of the same symptoms and that it runs in families. So that's one thing I'd like to note. But another thing I'd like to note is that while it might not end up working for everyone, it would be worth a screening and coming in and really giving it a try. There's no way to know if that's you if you're not being tested for it. So if you're having similar symptoms to me, such as panic attacks on the highway or in crowds, or these constant tension headaches that aren't going away with headache medication, or generalized anxiety, or even just this intuition and feeling that muscularly your eyes aren't working together, or maybe you're straying and you're cutting people off when walking, get tested, get screened, because there's folks here that are testing for it and that are pioneering and that are clearly showing that lives can be significantly improved when the treatment is implemented.